What's up everybody? Ben Boswell, the Millionaire Biker here. In today's video, we will be replacing the stock headlight bulb in my 2020 Indian Springfield Dark Horse. We'll be replacing it with the Hikari LED headlight. We'll do a quick before and after, and I'll show you the install process. Check it out. Alright, here's a view of the stock headlight. It's on low beam. We'll switch to high beam. Quite a bit better. Again, still the stock bulb. Low beam. High beam. Let's go grab the other one and see how it compares. Okay, here we are in the front of the bike. Here's the stock headlight with the stock bulb. Let's give you a quick look at what that looks like. One of the first things you'll need to do is get your hex key and loosen those two bolts on the side. And then there's two more bolts up top. They are two different sizes. The smaller bolts will be on top. And then two more on the other side. Let's get those off and I'll show you what it looks like. Before we begin, I estimate this job to be about a one tall boy Coors Light. Let's see if I'm right. One more quick note. It's not a bad idea to put a blanket or a towel down in case you have to set any of the parts. You'd want them to get scratched up. Alright, I've got all the bolts loosened and off. This is the back plate that's up by the tank. It does come off, so you can set that down on your towel or blanket. Here's what it looks like. We'll get this other part off. Disconnect some of these cables maybe. And we'll see what we can get into. Alright, I've got these two cables disconnected. That one there, and that one. Those were the ones tucked up in there. Alright, I've got two more cables there. That one there, and that one. Just disconnected them. I don't believe you have to though. I still can't get this one off right there, but I should have enough room to go ahead and get the light bulb there, take it out and put the new one in. We'll see in a few. Alright, what you're gonna need to do is flip that rubber piece back, and then there's a clip spring right there. There should be another one on the other side. Undo those and you'll be able to remove the stock headlight bulb. Okay, I've got the rubber piece, got that peeled back, that rubber gasket. Undo the clip on each side, that one there, and that one. Now you can see the stock headlight bulb. Let's take that off, go open the box for the new one, and we'll get it installed. Here's a quick shot of the wiring. It's got the three plug-ins there. Here's the back side of the bulb. Just take that gasket off, insert the new bulb with the gasket around it, plug it back in, fold this gasket back over after you put those clips in. And then start putting everything back together. This might be a 2 or 3 beer job. Maybe it's a little easier if you're not trying to film it, but let's see how we can do it. Here's the new LED headlight. Let's open the box and see what we got. There's the top, nothing in there. User manual, plug and play. Not sure why you get instructions, but we're men, so we don't need them anyway. There's the new bulb. Looks like it's the same style, so it should plug right in. It's got the LED node, 2 of them there. I believe 1 on each side. Let's turn this over. Yep, got 2 there. 2 there. There's the front. Should look pretty similar to the stock bulb. It's going to be the same housing, so hopefully it's just a lot brighter, but other than that, people won't know any different. Alright, I'm getting excited. Let's see. Here's a quick pro tip. Go ahead and reuse the packaging for the new light to store the old light in. We'll put our instructions that we'll never use back in for some reason, but we like to keep things. T-shirts for 20 years probably. Set that aside. There's the new one. Gonna use the same gasket. We'll slide that on, plug it in. Alright, I've got the cables all connected except for this last one. This rubber part says top on the back side. You want to make sure the one that doesn't have one opposite of it goes on the top. We're going to plug it into this. Let's plug it in, turn the bike on. Make sure it lights up for us before we do all this work and find out that something went wrong. Got it connected back up. Let's turn the bike on and see what happens. Nothing yet. Let's turn the high beams on. For some reason, I believe it'll come on once I flip the high beams on. Ooh. All right, low beams. Looks like it's working. Let's get it all back together and be done with this one. First thing you need to do is flip that rubber gasket, that sealant, flip it backwards so you can get the light in. And then you need to get those clips onto there. And then you can flip that gasket back. It keeps the dust and any moisture that might get into the headlight. Alright, got everything connected. Gonna put the last side on. There is a little rubber gasket. See it right there. Now that will still stay over that wire, but then it goes on this U shape right there. That'll act as a dust and water sealant. It just slides right up there from bottom to top, and you'll line that up. This piece here goes over the top. You can see the indentation on the back side. You'll do the top, see how the top is correctly. And then you've got the 2 at the top. Leave those slightly loose, just enough to keep everything in place. Got this side not all the way tight, but mostly done. You can see that gasket there. It slides up the metal plate, and you just tuck any extra wire for the turn signal back up under that plate so there's not any extra hanging down. I'll go tighten the other side and we'll do the final comparison. On this last side, it's probably going to be easier to put that top one in, get it started, get everything lined up, come down to the bottom. You'll get that gasket, follow that up, put it bottom to top, just slide it in. It's got little grooves there you can see. Use those grooves, line them up in there. Again, tuck any extra cabling up inside there, and then you'll put the longer bolt. Where did it go? The bottom one takes the longer one because it's got that extra part that it needs to be able to go all the way through. Here's a quick look at that rubber gasket. Like I said, just take the groove that's cut around the middle of it and slide it straight up, and then any extra cabling, just keep pushing that back up inside. Here's a shot from the top. The cabling goes from the turn signal light. You can wrap it around and then tuck it back up in there. And like I said, you can take the extra, tuck it back up in there, just enough to wrap it around there to kind of hide it as best you can, clean it up. It makes it look a lot better. Here's a look at the top. See how the seam is all lined up and even. I've got those two tightened down. Do not over tighten those, you will snap those and then you'll have to buy a new one. Same with the other bolts. Get everything lined up. You can see how the front piece overlaps that other piece. Get that one and that one snug. Got the cables all cleaned up. Here's a look at how I've got that routed with that rubber gasket there. Wrap it around the turn signal, and there is a notch cut out for it, so that notch right there, that'll take a lot of the guesswork out as far as getting the alignment right. So that is nice that they have that there. Alright, let's turn the bike around, see what she looks like. I believe this Hikari bulb was $40, under 50 bucks. So without having to replace the whole headlight unit for some of them upwards $800, I think we'll be pretty surprised how good this new bulb looks. Alright, we've got the new bulb in. I'll try to get you a look at it, but I think it's going to be too bright to really see what it looks like in there. It's a lot cleaner, it's a lot wider, a lot brighter. I don't think you can beat that for under 50 bucks, just replacing the bulb without having to replace the whole headlight unit. I don't see how it's getting any better. We'll go for a few rides and I'll I'll post an update. But I'm not seeing how you're gonna beat that. Yeah, the other ones may look cooler, but once the light's on, it's not getting any better than that. There's the beam pattern. I think it looks pretty good. Could cut off a little better, but not for 10 times the money. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Let me know what you think. Is this bulb worth it? Is it trash? I'll put a link below. Alright, here's what everybody's been waiting for. The moment of truth. Is this $50 LED bulb gonna be the winner? Let's find out. Here's a new bulb. You can see the beam pattern. High beam. Switch to high beam. Low beam. High. Low. Pass. I'll throw some clips from the earlier video, the stock bulb. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Got a few other install videos coming up. Let me know what you'd like to see. Again, this is Ben Boswell, Millionaire Biker. We'll catch you on the next one.